Hello YouTube, this is Backcountry Outdoors, and today we're going to be painting a 2.5 crankbait. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll show you the colors we're going to use, and we're going to use some color shifts, and we're going to paint this thing real crazy for you. Alright, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to prime this thing up with some Createx Opaque Black, and we've got it loaded up in the Neo Echo that we'd done a video of last week. We're going to prime it up with this one, and then we're going to use some color shift paints. And we are priming black because we're going to use the color shifts, and if you're using color shifts, it does help to use black for your primer. I'll have to put several coats of the color shift on there to get it to cover right, but it will be beautiful. As you can see, it does a good job laying down the paint. Get our blow dryer, make some noise for a minute, so I'll cut you off. We got it primed up black, and we're fixing to throw this color shift on it. This is a Walmart brand color shift paint. It is the Folk Art color shift, and it's kind of like the greenish looking colors, and we'll give it a few coats of that. We will be spraying this out of the Iwata Revolution. I'm going to coat it really, really good. But to get that real good color shift, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera or not. You really need to use a dark base. I like to use opaque black on these. That way you get the full color shift. And if you're using the Folk Art for your paint, you will have to thin it down pretty thin to get it to spray, because it is very, very, very thick paint. We'll coat it one more time, and then we'll move on to our next color. This will not be as heavy as a coat as our other one. And a lot of people ask me where I buy my blanks from. I usually get them from Amazon. Depending on what I'm looking for, there's several different websites you can buy from. One from Amazon I've not had any trouble out of, and like I said, I have no affiliate links, so I don't have any where I bought them. You just search blank lures and you'll come up with a lot of different stuff that you might want to paint. And they got different crankbaits. They've got rattle traps. They got swim baits. Got everything you'd ever want. There's also a couple bait companies online that I buy from. And for our next color, we're going to use the Createx Pearlized Blue. This is a beautiful blue color, and I like using it. And we got our stencil. It's in our little round circle here that you can buy these at Walmart. And it's a lot easier than trying to clamp these to your bait and scratch them. You can take and put it in these little circles, and you can easily put it on here. And then grab your airbrush and spray it, and you get this beautiful little pattern here. We'll do it on the other side. And we'll go ahead and heat set that. Then we're going to take our black, and we're just going to run it right up the back of this bait. A little bit around the eyes. And we got it all painted up nice and pretty. Got a little black stripe up the back. And I'm going to cut you off, and I'll get this dipped in some KBS Diamond Clear Coat, and we'll show you what it looks like once it's dipped and how pretty it looks. Well, I figured I'd go ahead and show you how I dip mine in KBS. I buy these wooden sticks with alligator clips on them. And that's how I get mine into my KBS. Of course, I've took my KBS out of its original container and put it into a mason jar because it's easier to get in and out of the mason jar than it is the original container. So all I do is I take it and I run it down all the way up to the bill. I'll take it out and let it drain just for a minute and let everything drip off. And it really, once you dip it, it brings the colors out like nobody's business. It turns beautiful. Let you see the other side. Top side. And then we hang it up and just let it drip dry. Sometimes I'll put it, I got a lure turner, and I'll do a video one day of how I build my lure turners. and let you see it. But everything I used here today, you can find at Hobby Lobby. I buy a lot of my Createx paint at Hobby Lobby, or if there's a color that they don't have, I go and get it off Amazon. The color shifts, the folk art color shifts, they have those at Walmart. They have them a lot of different places. So if you're interested in anything that I used here today, I buy all my little helping hands. I get those from Harbor Freight because that's the cheapest place I can find, cheaper than Amazon. The KBS, I usually order it from Amazon, and it gets here quick. It's one of the easiest ways I found to clear coat my lures. It's good, it's hard, it lasts long. Another thing, I sometimes use a thinner with a clear coat, and I spray it on some of the baits, and I'll do a video later on of how I do that. Mix the thinner with the KBS, but that's the way I do my baits. It turns out beautiful. They work really good. And then I hang them up here to dry. I'll show you where I dry them. And it's sitting there hanging, and I'll let it drip dry. And like I said, sometimes depending, I'll put them on my lure turner, and I'll show you how I build those. I got a system where I can put different size baits on there, so I'll do a video on how I built mine if you're interested. And like always, if you're watching this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let me know how I did. Appreciate it. Backcountry Outdoors out.